It's not porn.
So this is not safe for work or home, I guess, if you live with your parents. This is a kind of keep to yourself, headphones in your head, maybe blanket over your shoulders, watching type of anime series.
Hey guys, Shy Girl here, and something you may not know about me is that I really love anime. It is so awesome and so fun, so I thought I'd share a piece of me with you and offer some recommendations for those of you who may be wondering what is some good newish anime out there.
Number 1.
Assassination Classroom. So this story is set in a timeline when 70% of the moon has been decimated by an octopus-like creature they call Koro Sensei. He makes known his plans to destroy the Earth a year later, but he gives the government a chance to stop him if they allow for him to teach this class of delinquents at this certain high school. The government accepts his unusual demands, and they task the students of that class to kill Koro Sensei. In class, they learn regular topics, and they also learn the art of assassination from Koro Sensei himself. I have to admit that the concept of this story attracted me right away, as I haven't really heard of anything quite like this before. Yet they managed to illustrate this story in a very relatable way. Each student has their own insecurities from their past failures and also in their personal lives. And we get to see how the Assassination Classroom helps them to overcome those setbacks. Moreover, watching them battle emotions like the fear of being destroyed to the burden of having to kill someone and their growing love for their teacher is really fascinating too. Koro Sensei is really awesome, even though he's trying to destroy the Earth.
Focus. Think of the money we're gonna split.
Koro Sensei!
I hope you brought enough shaved ice for all of us.
Are the children opening their hearts to me at last? Such beaming smiles! Such little savages! Not the worst tactic you've tried, but your smiles were a bit too forced. I wasn't born yesterday, boys and girls. Now put away these silly anti-me knives and take a moment to stop and smell, if not the roses, then these lovely specimens.
I kind of wish I had a teacher like him growing up.
Number 2.
Okay, so the title for this one is pretty long. It's called Shimoneta, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes don't exist. So this is a dystopian future where the Japanese government is cracking down on any perceived immoral activity, from sexual innuendos to hand gestures to pornography. So the rules are enforced through these peacemakers, a high-tech device that the citizens have to wear around their necks, and it analyzes what they say and how they move their hands. So the story centers around Tanukichi Kuma, a high school boy who enrolls into this public moral school to impress an old crush with his moralness. But he ends up getting blackmailed into joining SOX, a aero terrorist group that protests censorship by spreading pornographic materials around the city. It sounds crazy, right? And I love it. It manages to make me laugh so hard while also making me think pretty deeply about the negative side effects of censorship. It illustrates really well how ineffective and even unhealthy censorship can be. Plus the leader Blue Snow is really badass and unapologetic. I have to respect her for that. The crazy thing about this series is that it is not as inappropriate as you think it would be, especially for an anime series. It mostly expresses its sexual topics by using innuendos, or it's pretty subtle. But then again, the series also has some not so subtle references. Oh my god. So this is not safe for work or home, I guess, if you live with your parents. This is a kind of keep to yourself, headphones in your head, maybe blanket over your shoulders, watching type of anime series.
Number 3.
Himouto Umaru-chan. So this story centers around Umaru, a 16-year-old girl who appears to be perfect. She's kind to her friends, she's at the top of her class, and she seems to master anything that she touches, and yet so humble all at the same time. But she has one secret. When she gets home, she turns into a slob, lazy gamer, otaku, junk food eating, cola drinking, while leaving all the housework to her older brother. This is simply a hilarious series. I love the way that they illustrate the side of Umaru that you're getting. For example, when she's putting on her perfect front, she just looks like this flawless beauty, like a princess walking around. But when she's in slob mode, she transforms into this tiny adorable chibi that wears this awesome blanket cape. How did this get here? Yes, watching the series actually inspired me to get this cape. I was so obsessed with it. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope this was helpful to you. It was pretty fun reviewing these anime series. I won't do that too often, so don't you worry. I'll still keep some of my motivational comedy videos up. And let me know what your favorite anime series are. Jana.